My name is Mijts. I work with the University of Aruba in the Caribbean, but I'm also affiliated with the universities of Antwerp and Ghent in Flanders, Belgium. And I work on language and decolonization, language regimes and decolonization from a postcolonial perspective with a focus on small island states. And then, as a next step, I try to apply that to inclusive development through education, judiciary, and governance. My own background is I'm a social linguist. I'm not into political sciences, but of course you cannot study these fields without understanding the basics of political sciences. And in doing so, I have come in contact with this group of state traditions and language regimes, which has clearly helped me further understand, on the one hand, the institutional character of language regimes, and on the other hand, to connect that with my work on beliefs and ideologies that live in post-colonial societies and that are actually some kind of heritage of the former colonizers' state tradition / language regime. What I'm presenting here is a study of three polities. The one is Aruba, the former Dutch colony. The second one is on Vanuatu, the former French-English condominium, which has a very interesting linguistic domain with the highest density of indigenous languages per head of the population actually in the world. And the third example is going to be the example of Haiti. And I use these three examples, first of all, because they are representative of small island states, of course. Second, because they're representative of post-colonial relations and some kind of what I would call post-colonialism, not in the traditional form that we use this word, but in the way in which the post-colonial relations between the colonizer and the former colonized are dynamic, are in continuous development, and are mutually supporting actually the maintenance of the former colonizers' language as the language of the elites and as such of education, governance and judiciary. Doing that, I'm actually giving three examples of the tenacity of the former colonizer state tradition in spite of educational failure, in spite of economic distress, in spite of long historical separation in politics and whatsoever, and still the former colonizers' language is being maintained in those countries, and even the development of new policies on language and the establishment of new language regimes is time and again rooted in the former colonizers' traditions. That is also what I think that I bring to the table over here, that advances the reflection on language regimes as the tenacity, the strength, the path dependency of the language regime of the former colonizer is an illustration of that what Cardinal and Sontag have framed as state traditions and language regimes. So that's about what I'm going to do here, and I'm looking forward to all other contributions.